Hello and welcome to my channel. I'm Sarah and today I'm going to be doing a reading for the Pisces personality in April 2024. So we're going to be looking at the general themes coming up, things to look forward to, and how to navigate these energies. So without further ado, let's get started. So we've got the main themes that we're going to start with, and I'll show you the cards first. So first of all, we've got the Empress. Then we've got the Two of Cups, love. And finally, we've got the Sun. So off the bat, looks really lovely. Looks like a really nice month for you. So I'm going to start with the Empress. To me, what I'm really getting straight away is that the Empress, it feels like this month is going to be a very creative month for you. So the Empress is ruled by Venus. So we've got the Venus glyph at the bottom here. And I often think Venus to me is a very sort of like lovely, well, Venus knows love. Venus is the ruler of love and beauty, pleasure, art, creativity, and like really enjoys like the beautiful things. So anything that's got lots of Venusian influence is something that's going to be very beautiful. So it feels like that this month there's going to be a lot of like, you're going to be creating a lot of beauty in your life. So that could be in the form of like taking up a new creative project. And you're a Pisces, right? So Pisces are the creative of the zodiac. Obviously, every single human being is creative, but Pisces are the artists, is what I should say, of the zodiac. They like, that's a big part of their kind of archetype. So it's going to be really stepping into your creativity this month. And I think this could be really nice for you because we've got so much supportive energy around this as well. So there's something here about creating beauty, being beautiful as well, like embodying the energy of Venus. So being sort of very in that like beautiful and energetic state of just being very magnetic. So I'm really seeing that for you. And then we've also got here the Two of Cups, love. So this could be in a few different forms depending on who's watching and what's going on for you right now. There could be that there's new love coming into your life. It could also be that you're just generally feeling more sense of harmony is actually what I'm really getting here. So if you look at the card, the water is pouring into the cups perfectly equally. It feels like really balanced. It's coming out of this like in a very sort of equal, balanced way. So this card often speaks of like union, balance, harmony, and this sense of like things just being like quite comfortable actually. Like there's a sort of feeling of comfort with this card. And it's got a lot of like spring sort of colours as well. So it's again this newness, this freshness. It's a 2. So 2 is quite early on in the suits. So 1 is the very beginning and 2 is often like seen as the sort of planning stage, like not quite action, but like in that sort of like early stages of things coming up, but like what I'm really getting the imagery of is like things are budding, like little tiny buds, spring, again, this real spring energy. And obviously we are in spring. So like things are sort of starting to really like bud, and like they're not fully formed flowers, but they're tiny little buds. And yeah, it's exciting. So maybe again, this could be relating to the Empress here, which is very much about like this, what I'm really getting from it is the buds of a new creative project like really starting to come through, and it just feeling really like lovely and nice and like something you've wanted to do for some time. Okay, so then we've also got the Sun here, which again like speaks to me of just being very like, the Sun I always think is very healing energy, but it's also just like optimistic and like having a good time. Like if you look there, there's children rejoicing at the bottom, like there's a time for celebration. So it feels like just there's going to be a lot of lightness, like maybe there's been some heaviness. Not that the cards are indicating that, but it feels like there's much needed lightness coming in now for you, and things are going to feel a bit easier and lighter is really what I'm getting from this. And and it's going to be allowing you to tap into your very Piscean energy, which is someone who's creative. So interesting. And then we've also got here, so the question I asked the cards was, what's the big breakthrough for Pisces? And we've got the Lust card here. So this is sort of saying a few things to me. Like, the breakthrough could come in the form of like newfound strength. So in traditional tarot, this is known as the Strength card. But Crowley decided to call it the Lust card because he felt that lust was real strength. So if you look at the lady, this is Babylon riding the seven-headed beast, and she's very sort of like, yeah, she's powerful. So there could be this real like newfound strength coming in. Like, if you felt like maybe you've been beaten a little bit, like there's this strength's going to come through, and it's going to be, I always think Babylon is very shameless. Like, again, you can see it's quite a sexual energy card, and she's just like shamelessly kind of riding the beast and just having like a great time. So like there's a newfound strength coming through in terms of breakthroughs if you felt like maybe you've not felt very strong recently, or a bit worn down or something, is kind of what's coming through here. And then the next question I asked was what something to look forward to for the Pisces personality. And here we've got Four of Wands, completion. So again, like, it feels like there's going to be an energy of celebration here, like especially with the sun. Like, there's something here to celebrate. Like, Four of Wands to me speaks of like you've been taking action on something, and now you can sort of like rest in knowing that like you've had some success. It's still quite early on, like you're not done, but maybe like taking a break. Like, I often think Four of Wands is a bit like a need to take a bit of a break in some way. Well, it's more acknowledge how far you've come and like really like soak that in and just be like really proud of yourself. It's Venus in Aries. So I feel like someone who has Venus in Aries is going to be somebody who is quite, what's the word? Like, they're quite able, there we go, to be proud of themselves. Aries is like, has lots of courage. Aries, it speaks their mind, like, and Venus is very sort of like the planet of love, so it's like really loving oneself. Yeah, that's what it feels like, because Aries is very much about the self. It's the first sign of the zodiac, and Venus is about love, so it's like self-love, self-appreciation, seeing how far you've come. And yeah, something to look forward to is that you're going to be able to look back and be like, wow, like I've done like so many cool things, and there's a real need to celebrate that, and like maybe actually celebrating and going out and sharing that success with somebody else. Like, potentially there could be something here in one of your creative projects even that you have started doing, and now you get to share what you've been working on. So there could be something here of like you've completed, like, again, you've not completed the whole project, but you've completed like a part of it. Like, let's say you're an artist, like a painter, and you've done like one painting. Like, you maybe want to do a whole series, but you've done one, and you get to like share that painting or something, and it's like, yay, like I did this, and people are like celebrating you, and you celebrating you, and like being like, yeah, I did that. Like really, yeah, it just really feels like that, which is really nice. And that's going to give you this like strength and like renewed sort of sense of hope, it feels like, because again, like there is a sense that I'm getting that like maybe things have been a bit challenging, and you've really needed a win. It's like, that's what it is. It's like it feels like you need a win somehow, and you're going to get that this month, which is really nice. And then we've got here guidance for the Pisces personality, and we've got the Star, which again, like the Star really speaks to me of like optimism and hope. So like we were saying, it's like there's maybe something here around things haven't felt that hopeful, but like it's staying optimistic, because it's a guidance question. It's like the guidance is to stay optimistic and stay hopeful, stay clear-headed. The Queen of Swords also sort of poked her nose out at me. That's a weird way of putting it. Winked at me, that's what I'm trying to say. And the Queen of Swords is very like clear, is very like the swords rules air and the mind. So it's like about taking like practical action, like being not getting too caught up in your emotions, maybe like being more logical, maybe, and staying like hopeful and optimistic. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to pull a few more cards from an oracle deck. And I'm going to use the Work Your Light deck by Rebecca Campbell. So what I'm going to do is to see if there's any more guidance coming through for the Pisces personality in April, this month ahead. What guidance wants to come through? What messages, please? Oh, hello. Interesting. Okay. Okay, so first of all, we've got here soul family. Call in your tribe. You don't have to do it alone. Yeah, so this hasn't super come through in the cards, in the tarot reading, but there might be a feeling here of like, maybe you have been plodding along on your own for some time. Like this has maybe been happening, and now it's time to like bring other people in and like celebrate with you and it not be having to work so hard on your own. Like it feels like maybe for some of you, you've been sort of toiling away at something maybe, and you've not been asking for help. And now it's time to call in some help, I think. Yeah. And I think, again, it's something to do with your creative projects. There's something here about you don't have to do it alone. Like maybe there's a belief that you've had to work really hard on your own. And then here we've got Pleiades. This has come up a few times, actually, in readings recently. Double mission, channeling and uplifting humanity. So to me, this really feels like whatever it is that you're doing creatively is going to be really helping humanity. And a double mission means it's like we all have our soul mission, and then we also have the mission that we're here to help people with on this planet, right? And something about April is you really stepping into your purpose this month, which is really exciting, actually. And again, with the Empress here, I feel like it's something to do with a creative project. Like it's just really strongly coming through. It could manifest differently depending on like who's watching, but it just really feels like there's something here, like you're doing the work that your soul wants you to do this month. And it's going to be really helpful and fulfilling for you. And it's also going to be really helpful for the collective. So if there has been any sort of doubt around this of like, is this really what I should be doing? Or like, just sense of like doubt, this is really saying like, no, like you're on the right track. This is what you're meant to be doing. And you've got, the star here to really help in terms of like staying optimistic, because again, with it being a guidance card, it's like stay in that optimistic energy. Like you can have what you want, and you need to stay in the vibration of like possibility, because it might feel like that has been hard for you to do, but it's staying like grateful, staying in that, like things are possible, things can work out for you. And there's going to be a lot of celebration here too. So I think that maybe there's something here about the Four of Wands and the soul family, like celebrating, like see how far you've come with other people, like come together, have a party. Like, I don't know, like maybe actually have a party. There might be something like that for you here, and like not just kind of being on your own and like not ever acknowledging anything. Like I think this the Pisces can be a little sort of self-sacrificing sometimes in their shadow, and like I don't know, like there's a need for them to step into sort of like their own like strength here, and like a need to sort of recognize like, no, I am good. Like I don't know, there's just something like that, like not like, oh no, like being this sort of modest person. It's like, no, like step into this shameless like Babylon. Like, yeah, I'm the like, I don't know, like I am it. I'm the it girl. Like, that's just really what's coming through. Ah, very interesting. Cool. Well, I think that's everything for the Pisces personality. Thank you so much for watching that. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did enjoy it, please feel free to subscribe. I'm going to be sharing more content like this. So if you like this, you'll get more. It's all obviously completely free. And if you like this video, click like, leave a comment, let me know what's coming up for you, seeing what like comes up for you this month. I'd love to know like how this all manifests and plays out for you. And other than that, thank you so much for being here, and I will speak to you all later. Bye.